It's been 5 years since I uploaded my first cartoon onto the internet. That's a long dang time to be making videos.
Oh, would you be a dear?
If you were hoping for that big epic face reveal from this video, well, I don't have a webcam, so sorry. Here's a 4-year-old photo of me inside Bart Simpson's Tommy. Also, if you are still operating under the belief that I'm in fact a little Asian girl, then just know that that is absolutely false. True!
Hey Speedo, big fan of yours. I'm an aspiring animator, who is leaving for college in a couple blah blah blah. Which software do you make your vibes and drawings? Some tips on what to focus on to improve myself at drawing or animating. I'm 18 and haven't had the chance to use Flash once. Is that too bad? Thank you very much.
Andy!
Alright, so let's get the biggest feck out of the way, which is what to use to make your animations. And for me, that's Flash 8. Macromedia Flash 8. I think the general consensus among a lot of Flash animators is that the older versions of Flash, like Flash 8 and Flash CS3, are much better than the recent stinkies. In my experience, at least, with Flash CC and Adobe Animate, which is the newest version, they're not great, even if it's just purely because the brush seems to render slightly shittier in the newer versions. So yeah, I stick with Flash 8. Software I use for drawing is Paint Tool Sci. That is pretty good. What to focus on? Just keep going. Just keep practicing. And is it too bad? Flash really isn't all that difficult of a program to get the hang of. I think I learned everything I know about Flash now in like the first week of using it. The first like 3 days. So just hit it. Just smack it a bunch. Question 2. Where's question 2? Whoa, look at those! Ow!
Your last vid was the Wave Racer. Do you have any vid ideas at the moment? Already making one? And if so, do you have an estimated date?
Like I said, I'm working on other things at the moment. The main project I'm working on is another music video. It's in the same vein as the flash drive video. Estimated date? I got no idea. It's a bad idea to give an estimated release date as an animator because it'll always be wrong. Let's just say maybe summer. I'm doing a lot with it, so it might be a little while. I should mention it isn't for my channel or anything, but I'll probably put up a vid here that's like, hey, go check it out when it's released.
How are things going for you as an animator? What are some tips you can give for animators trying to improve? What are your goals? How do you pick nice colors that make me horny?
I always feel shitty at the abundance of advice questions on improving art or animation I get because I never have a good answer that isn't just keep practicing. My other stock answer is look at your inspirations, how they animate or draw certain things that you have trouble with. Maybe try and practice it privately and try to get an understanding of it a little better. I don't know. Goals as an artist to make the viewer happy. And how to pick colors, same again. Look at your favorite color schemes. Try to get an understanding of why those colors work together and why they appeal to you.
How do you get your lines so smooth and flash?
Well, my brush smoothness is the usual 40%, and then I usually go and highlight lines and use the smoothing tool. I even have it set as a hotkey on my tablet because I use it so much.
How old are you, mate?
Oh.
Who or what inspired your art style? I kind of been wondering this for a while because your style is so unique.
I did an interview recently with Monoversal Media where I listed off a whole bunch of art inspirations, but a couple more that I forgot to mention in that one that honestly are way more obvious in my style, so I don't know why I forgot them in the first place, are Ryo Agawa and Takeshi Koike.
Congrats on 5 years of animating. Holy shite. I guess my question is, which platform you prefer uploading onto?
I'd say Newgrounds, or Twitter. I actually enjoy putting stuff up on Twitter too.
Are you ever gonna make another Clore One Tycall video now that we know what he looks like?
I was gonna make a critical animated part 2 where he finally unhoods himself and then it just turns out his head was his old YouTube profile picture, which was like a fucking incredibly shitty low quality screenshot from a Counter-Strike game or something. But no plans at the moment. Who knows?
What happened to the Hot Springs video you posted to your alternate account?
I ain't got a clue. It was probably deleted for being a bit risky, because Here, you can have it again. It's not very good though. Just don't say I didn't warn you. There's a reason it was never on my main channel in the first place.
What's your favorite Van Damme film?
Hell yeah, Street Fighter the movie. I think this is the only Van Damme movie I've made the conscious decision to watch. Though I've been meaning to watch Cyborg. I've watched that Canon Films Electric Boogaloo documentary not too long ago, and there was a clip from Cyborg in it, and I was like, wow, that looks like shit.
Who's that lady on your YouTube profile pic? I can know you're not a female though.
That's me, dude. Hold on, let me get this next question up.
How big is your happiness?
How often do you abandon projects? Once you start seriously working on something, do you usually finish it?
Not too often. Usually if I scrap ideas, it never makes it past the storyboard phase, but once it gets to the animatic stage, I think usually I'm all in.
When you gonna fix your Ugo noses?
Never! I love drawing big fucking schnozzes.
What made you want to learn Japanese? How do you plan to learn it?
It's more just seeing Japanese friends who speak perfect English to the point that they're referencing shitty Western Twitter memes.
Will that be cute gals in your animated Q&A?
Hell yeah, look at this shit.
What do you like and dislike about the animating process? What is a favorite animated cartoon you made?
I'd say doing the animatic is probably the most fun, because that's the meat and potatoes of the animation. The cleanup, the coloring is cool, and it's really fulfilling at the end, but it takes a lot longer and it's a lot more tedious. I'm not really fond of doing backgrounds either. I'm not a fan of drawing places or landscapes in general. My favorite tune that I've done is either Flash Drive or the Naruto final episode.
Which cartoon inspired you the most?
Flapjack.
Huh?
Have you played any cool new game as trademark recently? If so, what are they?
I don't even know the last new game I played was. Right now I've just been replaying like the PS2 Tony Hawk games. I've also been playing Magical Drop 3 and Idle Money Exchanger. I don't even fucking know the name of it. Money Puzzle Exchanger. Occasionally a bit of Binding of Isaac. Apart from that, not much. I don't really feel like playing new games anymore. The only games I enjoy playing now are games that I've already played the shit out of when I was younger.
Do you sometimes feel lazy and don't wanna do shit like type out all these fucking questions for text-to-speech because you didn't anticipate that you would use a text-to-speech program before deleting all the questions from your Tumblr inbox? If so, how do you motivate yourself to do it?
The only way I've found to start working on something is to just do it. Because once you get going, you're set. You just gotta force yourself a bit. Think of it like homework or something. You don't really want to start because there's so much, but once you start, there's no stopping you unless you get really tired or you get distracted, you fucking piece of shit.
What are some of your favorite video games?
The classic Resident Evil games. Actually, that's another upcoming game I'm excited for, the Resident Evil 2 remake. That also better not fucking suck, because that's probably my favorite one. The aforementioned Tony Hawk's games. Rival Schools, I love. Please bring it back make a third one. Tekken 2. Hell yeah, 2, not 3. 2. Street Fighter Alpha 3.
Feet stuff.
I think some of these questions weren't meant for the video.
Weren't you going to get a new name at some point?
5 years feels a little too late to change my name now. I'm sure people would also complain as well if I changed my name to something else. Because of course they would. You know, fuck what I want. Absolutely no. Refer to the previous question. I would not have called myself Speedo Sausage if I knew I was gonna make it as far as I have!
I see you like fucking degenerate Japanese pop idols for little bitch babies. Do you like any of their rock music?
The first band was Bomb Factory, and if you recognize that band name and know the kind of work that I do, you should probably be able to put 2 and 2 together and deduce that I heard them from Dead or Alive. I also like Beat Crusaders, Ella Garden. I started listening to Tricot a little while ago. They're great. Kanaboon, Rekoride. I'd say though my favorite Japanese rock band is a pop punk band Unfortunately, they are titled wieners, but they're a very rapid-fire, erratic group that are kind of like the Japanese equivalent of Bomb the Music Industry. Highly recommend. Thank you.
Can you show us some of your old embarrassing stuff?
Unfortunately, I don't really have anything from before Speedo Sausage started, since that was all on an old computer. But you can look back at yourself at the old stuff that I made back in 2012. Cause wow.
If you are gonna get any better dragon dildo, which one?
I would say that one that looks like someone's big bicep. That one. That was my favorite.
What are some of your favorite music artists?
Really asking me for music I like is like opening Pandora's box, because I have the music tastes of like a 13-year-old girl. I think a bad indication of my tastes is the fact that the first band I ever got into, who still remain one of my favorites, unironically, it's Blink. I'm sorry.
Who's the best tramp?
You are a cute boy. You draw cute stuff like cute girls and shit. You also have the deepest fucking voice I've ever heard. Holy fuck. What's up with the tat-a-tat-a-tat-a-tat-a-tat-a-tat?
This isn't my choice. I didn't want it to be this way. I wish I sounded cute.
Hello, I'm a stinky, smelly, shitty baby who did a big boom boom in my diaper. I was wondering where you got VCame for Flash 8.
Yeah, I'll link that in the description. I think the site I got it from in the first place is no longer up, so you can have mine. Maybe, if there's interest for that sort of thing, I think maybe I should I should probably do that for my patreon.com/Speedo Sausage. Maybe I'd do one for animation too sometime.
How long does it take you to complete your animations? Also, how have you been?
Depending on the video, just take a look like at the length between my uploads. 7th month or so gap between Flash Drive and Yu-Gi-Oh! And Flash Drive really could have been done in like 2 or 3 months, if even. So, Also, I'm good, thanks for asking. You know what, let's end on a high note for our final question. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed that. I hope that wasn't really fucking boring. In the meantime, go back with... Okay, that's a good ending point. Goodbye, thanks for the questions.